sequence, primary ignition.
Chewie, get us out of here!
Fire the emergency booster engines!
We'll be safe enough once we make the jump to hyperspace.
At last, we will review more news on the podcast.
Don't strap yourselves in. I'm going to make a jump to light speed.
Welcome to Star Wars Launchpad, a new kind of podcast experience brought to you by Star Wars Escape Pod. We call this a flashcast. Using the power of AI, we bring you an immersive experience to explore Star Wars news. Full AI disclosure, some details may not be fully accurate. Either way, we hope you enjoy the experimental deep dive ahead with your AI hosts, Dak and Mia.
Welcome back to Star Wars Launchpad, brought to you by Star Wars Escape Pod.
Yes, hello everyone.
Get those hyperspace coordinates locked in.
Yeah.
Because we've got a double dose of Star Wars excitement to dissect today.
Oh, we do.
A double-bladed lightsaber, I would say.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Of Star Wars goodness.
Yeah.
We're talking, of course,
Yeah.
about the highly anticipated trailer for ANDOR Season 2
Yes.
and the news of Revenge of the Sith heading back to theaters for its 20th anniversary.
Big stuff.
Big stuff. And we're going to break it all down
Yeah.
piece by piece so you can walk away
Absolutely.
feeling like a true Star Wars strategist.
Yes, it.
First up, Andor. The trailer dropped on April 22nd.
Yes, it did.
And let me tell you, the hype is real. It feels like forever since season 1
I
wrapped,
know.
but luckily the wait is almost over.
It is.
Tony Gilroy, the showrunner, isn't just giving us more Andor. He's building a bridge to Rogue One.
He is.
He's quoted, actually, in the StarWars.com article saying, "One of the great thrills of making Andor is the scale of the story and the number of characters we're able to meet."
Yeah, I was really struck by that quote because
Yeah.
it just underscores, I think, how much ambition there is behind this series.
Yeah, it's not just about Cassian's journey. It's about all the threads that whisked together to form the rebellion you see in Rogue One.
Exactly, yeah. It's like world building in the best possible way.
Okay, that's actually a really cool way to think about it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, all these new faces we see in the trailer, Denise Goff, Kyle Soller, Adria Arjona, Faye Marseille, Vrata Sethu, Elizabeth Dulau, they're not just side characters.
No.
They're the foundation
Yeah.
of something much bigger.
Exactly.
And of course, we can't forget about our favorite reprogrammed Imperial security droid, K2SO. Alan Tudyk is back, and I, for one, am ready for more of his snarky commentary.
Oh, me too. I love K2. And from the trailer, it looks like he's going to have quite a significant role this season.
That's exciting. Yeah. And it's clear from the trailer that Season 2 is going to be a wild ride.
Oh, yeah.
The action sequences, they look incredible.
They do. Yeah, one of the things that StarWars.com highlighted
Yeah?
was a tense cacophony of blaster fire and explosions punctuated by Captain's laughter.
Oh, it's like, they know what we want.
I know.
This isn't just a spy thriller anymore.
You know-
We're entering full-blown rebellion territory.
We are. And the key art also, I think, hints at this transformation that we're going to see.
Yeah.
Cassian really coming into his own as a leader.
It's like we're watching him evolve from a lone wolf into the leader
Exactly.
we know he'll become in Rogue One.
Yeah, yeah. It's so cool to see that.
That mission to steal the Death Star plans on Scarif,
Right.
it's all starting to feel so real now.
Yeah.
Oh, and that line from Stellan Skarsgård's Luthen Rail.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Remember this moment. Chills. Literal chills.
Just gave me chills too. It's such a powerful line.
Yeah.
It's like he's speaking directly to us, to the audience,
Yeah.
reminding us that these seemingly small acts of rebellion
Yeah.
have monumental consequences.
They do.
Right. It's like every choice, every sacrifice, it all matters.
Yeah, yeah,
And speaking of choices, let's talk about the creative team
yeah.
behind this season.
Yeah.
Tony Gilroy is writing the first 3 episodes.
Oh, right.
Beau Willimon, known for his sharp political dramas like House of Cards,
Yes.
is penning episodes 4 through 6. And then Gilroy teams up
Okay.
with Tom Bissell for episodes 7 through 9.
So we've got a lot of
Yeah.
different voices, different perspectives coming in.
It's an all-star lineup of writers, each bringing their unique voice and perspective to the story.
Absolutely. And then to bring it all to life,
Yes.
we have this incredible team of directors.
Tell me.
Ariel Kleiman, known for his gripping work on Yellow Jackets,
Oh, wow. Okay.
sets the tone for the first 6 episodes. He's going to be creating this tense and atmospheric world for the Rebellion's early days.
I love his work.
Then we have Janus Metz, who directed several acclaimed episodes of True Detective, taking the helm for episodes 7 through 9.
Okay, wait, True Detective. Now I'm really intrigued
All right.
to see what he brings
Yeah.
to the Star Wars universe.
It's going to be so interesting to see how his style translates into this world.
And then Alonso Ruiz Palacios closes out the season with episodes 10 through 12. I have to say, just from this lineup alone,
Yeah.
season 2 feels like it's going to be bigger, bolder, and even more complex than the first.
I think you're right. And with that level of talent involved, I think we're in for a truly unforgettable journey through the heart of the rebellion.
You know what's really cool about this season?
What's that?
This whole season takes place over the course of a year
Wow.
in Cassian's life, leading right up to Rogue One.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
Which means we're going to see so much character development.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see him transform from the kind of shady, self-serving character we met in season 1
Right.
into the selfless leader willing to sacrifice everything for the rebellion.
Yeah, it's such a powerful arc.
The guy who literally gives his life to steal those Death Star plans.
I know.
And speaking of Rogue One,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how they weave in more familiar elements
Me too.
from that film.
Yeah.
We know Mon Mothma is going to be a major player.
Oh, for sure.
And the trailer hinted at some pretty tense political maneuvering.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The rebellion isn't just about action and adventure. It's about building alliances, making compromises,
Yeah.
and navigating the complex world of galactic politics.
Which honestly feels pretty relevant to our world today.
It does, doesn't it?
Right.
Like suddenly Andor isn't just a space opera.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of our own struggles with power, corruption, and the fight for freedom.
It's Star Wars with a real-world edge,
Exactly.
which is why I think it resonates so deeply with audiences.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Totally. Now, shifting gears to a galaxy far, far away, but much closer in time,
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith is making a comeback in theaters for its 20th anniversary.
Wow, can you believe it's been 20 years?
I know. And this isn't just a regular re-release.
Oh, no.
They're pulling out all the stops with 40X screenings.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah. Imagine yourself right in the heart of the action, feeling every lightsaber clash and starship maneuver.
Wow.
The motion chairs and special effects are going to make it feel like you're actually on Mustafar with Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Oh my goodness. That sounds incredible.
Okay, now that is an experience I need to have.
I know, right?
Talk about a way to revisit this epic film.
Definitely. And it's not just about the 40X. They've also released some incredible new posters.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
The one showcasing Anakin's transformation into Darth Vader is especially striking.
It is. It's a powerful visual reminder of the film's central tragedy, fall of a hero, and the rise of an icon of evil.
It's so well done.
And the artist behind this new artwork is Matt Ferguson,
Oh, right.
who has a real knack for capturing the essence of Star Wars in his work. It's a must-have for any fan.
Absolutely. And the timing of this re-release is pretty interesting when you think about it.
Awesome.
Having Revenge of the Sith back in theaters while we're all eagerly awaiting Andor Season 2
Right.
creates this really cool opportunity to experience two very different but interconnected chapters in the Star Wars saga.
It's like looking at the rebellion from two sides of a coin.
That's a great way to put it.
Andor shows us its birth, the messy, chaotic beginnings, while Revenge of the Sith shows us what happens when a republic falls and a rebellion is almost extinguished.
It highlights the cyclical nature of history, the idea that power corrupts,
Yeah.
and freedom is something that must constantly be fought for. Which makes me wonder, will the rebellion in Andor be able to learn from the mistakes of the Jedi?
Oh.
Can they avoid falling into the same traps that led to the rise of the Empire?
That's a really good question.
I know, right?
I mean, we know the rebellion eventually succeeds,
Yeah,
but the path to victory is definitely going to be fraught with challenges
for sure.
and tough choices.
Yeah.
And seeing Revenge of the Sith on the big screen,
Yeah.
especially in 40X, is going to be a visceral reminder of what's at stake.
It's going to add a whole new layer of depth to watching Andor Season 2.
Oh, I love that.
It's like we're experiencing the echoes of the past while witnessing the seeds of the future being sown.
Yeah, it's like a conversation across the decades, each generation adding its own voice to the ongoing saga.
Exactly. And you know what? It really makes you appreciate the interconnectedness of the Star Wars universe.
It does. These stories, even though they're separated by time,
Right.
they speak to each other in such fascinating ways.
Yeah. And that brings us back to the central question. How do Andor and Revenge of the Sith reflect each other?
Right. What can we learn about the rebellion's chances?
Yeah.
By looking at what led to its previous near destruction.
Well, I think one of the key takeaways is the importance of unity. In Revenge of the Sith, we see the Republic crumble from within,
Right.
weakened by internal divisions and political maneuvering.
Palpatine was a master at that.
He was able to exploit those weaknesses and seize power.
Right. It wasn't just about brute force. It was about manipulation and playing people against each other.
Yeah.
And in Andor, we're already starting to see hints of those same challenges within the burgeoning rebellion.
Oh, absolutely.
There are different factions, conflicting ideologies, and personal agendas at play.
Exactly. And that's what makes Andor so compelling. It's not just a straightforward good versus evil story.
Right.
It's about the complexities of resistance, the compromises that have to be made, and the internal struggles that threaten to undermine the movement from within.
It's a reminder that even when fighting for a just cause, there's always the risk of making mistakes, of falling prey to the same temptations that brought down your enemies.
100%. And it's a cautionary tale that resonates even more strongly today. In a world where political polarization and real information can so easily divide us.
Makes you think.
It does.
Will Cassian and the other rebel leaders be able to overcome those challenges?
Right.
Can they forge a truly united front against the Empire?
I think that's the question at the heart of Season 2. Will they learn from the mistakes of the past?
Yeah.
Or will they succumb to the same forces that led to the Republic's fall?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, with Andor exploring the early days of the rebellion, and Revenge of the Sith reminding us of its near destruction, we're getting a complete picture of the cyclical nature of hope and despair in the Star Wars galaxy.
It's a reminder that freedom is never guaranteed. It's something that must be constantly fought for, protected, and nurtured generation after generation.
Absolutely. And with that, we've reached the end of our double-bladed lightsaber deep dive. Hopefully you're walking away with a newfound appreciation for the interconnectedness of the Star Wars universe.
I hope so.
And a whole lot of exciting things to ponder as we eagerly await the release of Andor Season 2.
Yes.
And the re-release of Revenge of the Sith.
So much to look forward to.
So until next time, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
This AI experimental show we call a Flashcast has been brought to you by the podcast Star Wars Escape Pod. With AI being harnessed in all things across the galaxy, this is just a fun way we've used it to bring some Star Wars joy, news, and headlines to you ad-free as always. Consider subscribing to this show for more. Follow our main podcast with humanoids only over at Star Wars Escape Pod. We're currently found on YouTube, X, and Blue Sky using the handle at SW Escape Podcast. Check the description for relevant links and the sources for your news this week. Consider dropping a kind review for the show, reviewing any important facts for yourself, and sharing this with a friend. We hope you enjoyed the episode. This is Star Wars Launchpad, signing off. May the Force be with you.